Everyone says solo travel is lonely, and sometimes, yeah, it is. Even when you're surrounded by people, there can be this little echo of, I'm doing this all on my own. But what they don't tell you is how often, and often how unexpectedly, connection finds you. Hi, I'm Nadia, travel and mindset coach, and today I'm sharing something a little more personal, not just the destinations or the logistics, but the people. Because connection isn't just possible when you travel solo, it's powerful, and it can change your life. I was staying at this small guest house in Paramaribo in Suriname. It wasn't fancy, but it had this little pool, and more importantly, it had one main table that everyone congregated around. So that table became our meeting spot, our work, chats, morning coffee, all of it. There was a mix of us, some like me working remotely, others like this lovely couple from the Netherlands were visiting family over the holidays. We just started naturally talking, connecting, helping each other out with little things here and there, and it just became the norm. One day, this couple invited me to visit their village. I barely knew them, but it was so sweet that they had offered. And something inside me just was like, yeah, let's go. And that day ended up being so magical. I got taught so many things. But the real beauty is today, that group of strangers from that guest house, we all have a WhatsApp group. We still talk, we still check in, and I know I'll see some of them again. Now, this one might surprise you. I stayed in a rougher part of Cartagena in Colombia, Torrices. Wasn't a polished hotel, but a budget guest house. And again, quite a small space, intimate, one pool. I met these two amazing friends from Belgium, and we connected right away just over small talk at the pool. You know how it starts, like, where are you from? How long have you been here? What do you recommend? Simple stuff, but it grew into something more. A few weeks later, we met up again in Palomino, which is up on the coast. And to this day, we're still connected on Instagram. And every now and again, we check in to see how everyone's doing. We might not talk daily, but it's nice to get people that are part of your journey and get you. Solo doesn't mean isolated. In Cartagena, I joined a walk-in tour, which was amazing. I ended up chatting to the guide in depth after the tour, who invited me to the bar he ran with his wife. And it's there that I met his nephew. Now, we spent all night chatting, swapping stories, learning about each other's lives. And guess what? That nephew and I, we still keep in touch, and he helps me with my Spanish today. It's those tiny interactions, offering help, starting a conversation, that really open the door. You don't have to be the most extroverted, outgoing person. You just have to be open. Open to starting small, to choosing places that invite connection. Big hotels, you get your own space and some lavish facilities, but little guest houses or hostels with shared tables, not so grand facilities, these are the places where conversation flows, where people are already in that open state. I know some of you might feel stuck, unsure, even a little bit scared to travel solo, but I promise there is connection waiting for you. And when it finds you, it stays with you. The top tips to connect while traveling solo: stay in small guest houses or hostels with shared spaces. Sit at the communal table, even if you're on your laptop. Offer to take someone's photo. Ask for recommendations. People love sharing what they know. And bring something to share, maybe a few beers or snacks, or even a deck of cards. Book walking tours. These are a great source of information and a great way to meet people as well. You get to learn more about the culture and the history and what's good around the area. And say yes to more things than you say no to. It's not about collecting people, it's about connecting with your people. You've been wondering whether solo travel is for you, especially if you're in your 30s or 40s, feeling stuck or disconnected. I hope this video showed you that there's so much more to a solo journey. It's a connection journey. Let me know in the comments if you've ever made a surprising connection on your travels, or is this something you hope to do? I'd love to hear about you and your stories. So please like, subscribe, and if you want more on travel mindset, you know what to do. Keep on coming back and subscribe to find out when the next video lands.